Sup bruh? And we're back today with a wee little quick Apply the Energistics 2 tutorial. I'll say quick, this is going to be very short, I'm going to get to the point. This is just for people just starting out with Apply the Energistics 2, especially for people coming from Apply the Energistics 1. Right, so let's get into it. Right, so I started playing Sky Factory not long ago, and basically I was lost when it came to Apply the Energistics 2. I found this new block, the Energy Acceptor, and I'll notice what happened to the ME controller, and I was just like, whoa, what happens here? Right, so it's as simple as Apply the Energistics 1. Basically, just to get yourself a simple little storage network, just place your ME controller. This is what it looks like now. The skin's been updated. It's completely different. It looks almost exactly the same. But we'll step back onto why it isn't the same. Then you have your ME drive. Just got a 64K storage cell in there now, just to show. And then to power this, instead of directly connecting power to any of the blocks, you have to attach an energy acceptor. And then send your power to that. Simple as that. Once you've done that, oh yeah, and you also need a ME crafting terminal. I don't think there's blocked versions of these. I think there's just like kind of slab kind of versions. So just place a cable. I'll show you. Just place a cable. Place this. I'll show you. You're in. And that's the simple part of it. Now onto the buses, because the import and export buses are quite the same, but it's not the end that's different. For each face of this, now this is what I understand, for each face you have a cable connected to it. That cable can deal with 8 channels. It also depends what kind of cable, because you have your normal Fluix cable, and then you have covered cables, and then you have smart cables. This is what this is. And if you look at the top, it says 3 out of 8 channels. That's because I have 3 different things attached to it. I have 2 import buses and 1 export bus. And if you go over the 8, no, it's not just a matter of that single extra bus not working. None of them will work. They'll all stop working because the channel is overloaded. As simple as that. Well, I was confused beyond belief when I started looking at the channels. There wasn't anything anywhere that explained it very simply. But here we go. Right, so anyway, as I said, on to buses. They're quite similar to the old ones, except you don't have precision and all that jazz. But what you do is upgrade cards. Now you get more than what I've got here. I've got 2 here that you'll use the most, and let's just say import. Right, well let's just put some broken iron here. Right, this is connected now. We can just slowly take the broken ore out because it has no upgrade cards. Right, so if I was to say slap 4 acceleration cards in, no time at all. It's taking stacks at a time. And let's say we throw an coal. Same again. Gone just like that. Right. And same goes for the export bus. This is where the capacity card comes in, because you can see there is 9 slots there, but you only have 1 available. That's because you need to increase it with capacity cards. For each capacity card you increase your slot capacity by 2. So say I wanted to put some broken ore in there. Right, so let's just slap some speed cards in there, and then bam, that's in. But say I wanted to put more than iron ore, I wanted to put coal, so then that's where capacity card comes in. You can see it's increased by 4. So let's put the coal in there for export, and then it should, lo and behold, export the coal. Right, now on to the ME controller and different cables. because I said that each face can handle 8, but in fact, if you use what's called a dense cable, you'll see it says 0 at 32 channels. That's because this can deal with 32 channels. You can have 32 buses, 32 transfer planes, whatever you want on it, and it'll be fine. But the other thing is you have to look at the base of the cable, because say you turn here and then I was to put these two there, it doesn't show there. It doesn't show there either because it's not doing anything. Oh yeah, another thing is you can't attach import buses onto these. No, this is for basically extending your network. So if you just take this right away around your base or your island or workshop or whatever you want to call it, you can branch off the smart cables that will create channels to help things out. See, that says 2, that says 2, that says 2, this will say 0 because it's past that node, it's past that part of the cable. I don't know why it does it, but it's just what it does. So just remember that when you're adding more onto this dense cable line, look at the base before you go around any turns, because if you go around the turn past your branch off, it will show 0. And I'm not exactly sure how many channels one ME controller can handle, but there's a way to get around that. You can increase the channels by increasing the amount of ME controllers on it, and you can just extend it like so, and it looks all shiny and glows nice, looks good. And yeah, the only problem is it doesn't actually tell you how many channels it can handle, which is a bit of a bummer, but you can look that up. I'm pretty sure it is 8 per face. So what, if there's 6 faces times 8, that'll be what, 48. Each should handle 48, and you can see how many I've got there, and you can branch it off other ways too. Now the reason I'm doing it a bit hollow is because if you look at this, it goes dead for some reason. I don't know why, but it's not the biggest problem in the world. Like, you see your cell, you can do that, but the second you throw in another one, it just goes dead. I don't know why. The rest of it still works, but I'm not sure about that. Need to ask people. I know nothing about storing liquid. I know nothing about storing energy using this mod yet. As I say, before, I come from pretty well outdated mod packs like Unleashed, and Applied Energistics 1 didn't really have much in the way of that. Little tip for getting stuff into your network from a distance. Now say this cobble generator, say it's 1,000 chunks away that way, right? Well, a little handy thing is to always have an ender chest hooked up to an import bus, because when you make a little setup like this from a distance, or create any setup that has any production at a distance away from your base, you can just slap down an ender chest and it'll feed into the ender chest. Now I'll show you. Cobble's going up, and that's because it's coming from over there. It's going into that ender chest, and then it's taken from that ender chest into the network. It's as simple as that. I'm going to try and cover more complex tutorials on Applied Energistics 2. I'll have to look into it myself. But until then, I hope you have fun. Oh, another thing, I don't cover any building patterns or any recipes, because at the end of the day, everybody's got NEI. You know, if you just type a name in, click on it, or push R while hovering over it, I'll show you the recipe, and that's as simple as that. I'll never understand why people show recipes, because odds are 9 out of 10 times you're not going to pause that video just to copy the recipe. You're going to use NEI. You know, if you're playing this mod, if you're playing Sky Factory 2 or any mod pack, you will have NEI. It's the handiest thing ever though. Like it's came a long way. Like I came from pre NEI Minecraft aged. It was horrible. Needing to look up all recipes. Like even playing vanilla Minecraft was torture because you couldn't look up recipes, and it was even worse back in the early Tekkit days when the first Tekkit mod pack came out and it didn't have any AI, and you were spending more time on wiki pages looking at recipes than what you were actually playing the mod. Right, so that's Snedz again today. Hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe, maybe. Help a brother out, you know. Just start him. And I hope to see you again. Thanks for all. See you later.